Hi everyone, this is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a project share. I have, I think I need to be in the swapped because I don't have enough people. And just in case I do need to fill in a spot, I wanted to have my things ready. That way I wasn't late creating. So, there's a lot of stuff on my desk because y'all know when we create we use a lot of things, but some of the reasons I have some of these things up here is because when I share something with y'all and I put the thing, whatever it is, away, then I forget to share it. So today I had left them out, so hopefully I won't forget to share some of these things that I used to create my I created the folios, or what are they called, the accordion box, for the swap that I had asked the ladies to create. And of course, I had to create one. This is the one I shared just as a sample, um, before I even thought I was going to have to join. Actually, I'm surprised. I thought more people would sign up for the Anna Griffin swap, being that it wasn't, it didn't require a lot of things. And I know there's a lot of Anna Griffin fans out there, but there wasn't. So, but I created a video to show how I created this. But when I went to make my projects, I forgot, like, I layered the paper. I forgotten I needed to put the magnet in it. So there were steps that I forgot, and I thought, you know what? I need to improvise because I don't want to cover up or use more paper than what I really absolutely need to. So I improvised on it. And one of the main things that I did wrong was, on one of them, I put everything together before I decided on what my closure was going to be. And I'm going to share with you how I did it, by using a tool that is, for me, it's more like a leather tool. And this is something I picked up on Amazon a while back. And these are the eyelets with, or grommets. People call them different names. But these are bigger ones. And they come with a tool to set them. But this particular one also came with the one to make the holes. And this is something that you use on leather. And because I had forgotten to do it, couldn't figure out how I was going to put the hole in there, because even though I have the big crocodile, that it reaches more, I couldn't get it as far into my envelope that I needed it to go. But by using this tool, I just stuck in my I have a little, like a Teflon cutting board block, and it's about half an inch thick. And I use it to cut punch the stitches or holes into my leather projects. So that's where I put that on top. I put the cutting board down, and then I put my material on top, and then my tool, and I whack it with a mallet to create the holes or stitches or whatever I'm doing. And I was able to do that with this, even though it was way in the bottom, because the block is real little, so it fit inside my envelope. And then I just lined this up where I wanted it, and I hit it with the mallet, and it made the hole exactly where I wanted it without too much trouble. And to set it, the same thing. I was able to just slide this inside where I needed it to be, and then add the top part to it. This has a hole that you kind of insert onto that little stem that's sticking out, and then you hit it with the mallet. So this came in very useful when you get into those tricky situations where you forgot to put a closure, and you may have to make a hole where you can't reach. This really works. What I like about this, that this came with all this, and it also came with the tools. If I can find it, I will link it in the description box, because I believe this is a must-have for when you create journals and things and you forget to put holes in it with your crocodile before you assemble things, or when you can't even reach with that. This is great for that. So I left that out to share it with you guys. So I'm going to share my project with y'all. I have 3 done already. I don't think I'm going to have to fill in another spot. My friend Carolyn said she would if she had to, but I want to share with y'all what I created. So right here, as you can see, well, you can't see it. Well, yeah, you can see. It has the kind of closure that you wrap around the way Anna Griffin does on her plastic folders that she sends her, that she does her, the Create Aid and all that. And I think she sells them separately as well. But they have this kind of the closure. And that's what I did here because I forgot to do the magnets and I didn't want to pull up the paper or waste more paper to cover up the bottom paper because I didn't want it to look like everything was patched. So this was my solution. And like I said, because I needed to make, there's actually a hole in here. You can't see it because I did it with cardstock. And my last layer was the designer paper. So after I did the grommet, the eyelet and everything, then I put a whole piece where you don't even see the eyelet in there. You just see the designer paper. And I kind of punched it where it was not really noticeable. So it's not that noticeable. And then this Anna Griffin logo right there, I created a seal for the top that holds the string. And I did that by using, you know, when we get the cutting plates and all that, we get a little strip of paper. Let me share one with y'all. We get a strip of paper like this when we get cutting boards or different things from Anna Griffin. So this section right here, one that I had did not have this name right under it. This one comes with the paper. The one I use are the ones that come with the plates. And it gave me enough room to be able to cut the circle without having any other wording underneath. And I just ran it through, I cut out a square, you know, just cut off that white strip. And then I ran it through my embossing folders. Everything here. I ran it through the, what are these called? Cartouche. I ran it through the cartouche circle right here, this one, and positioned the wording and the logo right in the center. And I was able to cut it out. And then I cut another one with the gold mat to make the seal where it, to the closure for my accordion envelope or accordion box, whatever you want. I call it like an accordion file. To me, that's what it is. But that's how I made the closure on there. And I love the fact that it's not real noticeable. And then for this portion right here, I actually have a this die that has, it looks like lace. So I added the, like this one is the blue, and I added the blue to the bottom and then the matte gold on top. I did them all with the same print, but it's different colors, but it's the same collection because you only get 2 sheets and it takes me one whole sheet just about to do one envelope to cover it front and back. And I wouldn't have enough for all 3 of them to be the same. So I decided to do them with the same paper, just different colors because there's like a pink, a blue, and a lavender. So that's what I did. And at the end here, I just put the ribbon, the real narrow ribbon, and I kind of just peeled off the sticky tape on here and put the ribbon in there, and that is the end of the closure. This can always be taken off and used if need be. But anyway, this is how it came out, and right here you can see the grommet, see right there, but you can't see it on the top because I put a seal on top. If I didn't want anybody to see it here, all I have to do is punch out a circle with the same paper or line the whole thing with the same paper or designer paper, and you wouldn't see that either. But for me, it looks fine. It doesn't bother me. I mean, that might change, who knows. You know, we women, we always change our minds. But here is the envelope that I created. So to close it, all you have to do is wrap it around these circles. Just wrap it around these circles, and there is, it's closed right there because I wanted them to stay closed. And to decorate the other side, so you see there's paper here, there's paper here, right here, and the one in the blue, I used the same side of the paper. I didn't flip it around. And the other ones I did flip it around because the contrasting color that was on the back matched really well. I didn't feel that was the case with the back to this blue paper. It just didn't look right to me, so I didn't do that on here. But see, I covered everything. So for the front, I cut out one of my new dies that I got in the fan die set. I bought the, there was, she she had 2 sets together for $40 on HSN. So there's 3 in here, and this being the largest one, and then this one. So these 2 sets were together for $40. So I did pick that up, and I was able to use that beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous fan. It's huge, you guys, and it's gorgeous. There's my hand. You can see that it's pretty big. And I was able to use it here. And I did add the 2 pieces that come with it, and I added jump rings in between. So the middle section of this fan, or how I arranged it, I used the blue that matched, and this is Anna Griffin foil paper, the blue that matched the paper, and this all came in my Create 8 boxes, so I still had tons of foils in different colors. And then the fan, of course, is in the matte gold, also the tassel. And then up here, I just kind of took things out. I'm using the Lillian paper collection, and it comes with different embellishments. So most of what you see here is from those embellishments. The flowers are from there, and so is this silver foiled, uh, this is like a filigree or a flourish, and then this is like it's not really a feather. It's more like a leaf or a branch or a twig. I mean, like a leafy type of design. And then I added a couple of the stickers and then the foil butterfly. I'm not sure if I'm going to add rhinestones or crystals down the center of the back of the butterfly. Not sure. To create the swap, that this was a swap, or what type of swap it was. Again, I kind of have this set that is not really, under here it says happy anniversary, this matte gold piece, but you really can't tell it because of the circle that I have on top. So I felt like that kind of looks like this design in the center of the Anna Griffin logo. So I did save the logo onto my computer, and I kind of just cropped it to just get that centerpiece and not get the rest of the information that was on there. And on my computer I designed, if you can see, it says Griffinite Swap 2023, and then my YouTube channel name, Created to Create. So that's where my swap information is. They don't really need much more than that, because they did join my swap, so they know who I am. But I could in the back write my name or whatever, because it's blank in the back, and I can do whatever. I can put thank you, I can do, write a handwritten note or whatever. But mostly it's just this is just to, as a reminder what swap this was. And the fan, I only glued it down on the sides, so you're able to tuck the logo or the information into the fan like a corner type of pocket. And to do this, I cut out just with a regular die. Didn't have any Anna Griffin circle dies that were small enough, so I just used some regular stitch ones that I had. But the back piece came in the Anna Griffin, in the Lillian paper collection, with a different sentiment on top. So I just took that sentiment off and replaced it with the label I created for this swap. Not sure if I'm going to turn this into a tag. I'm still thinking, but that might be something that I do. So I want to share. So that's one, and this is the blue one. Now, with the lavender one, the foil paper that I use also came from the Create 8 box. Everything is the same. The closure is the same. The only thing is, if you can see the paper here, it looks different than the paper here, because this is the back side to this paper, and it has lavender and green, and I felt that went very well with the opposite side. So I went ahead and turned it to just give it a contrast look. And then, of course, I added my layers here, because this die does come with the silhouette or the shadow, and then it comes with the detail cut as well. And again, this sticker came from another plate. We're always buying those plates, and I always save the Anna Griffin things, papers, like the labels. It comes in real heavy cardstock, because I always think I might use it one day. So I did have, 2 or 3 floating around. I think I'm still missing one, and I have to find one more to finish. Is it this one that doesn't have it? No, this one has it. Maybe I did find one. This one has it. But look at how nice that looks. I love the way the label looks there. And then this one again is the lavender one. Again, I did the same thing. The fan, I couple of different flourishes, a butterfly, but I tried to use about the same things. On this one, I used the foil that I used in the closure. I used it here. Again, attached it with jump rings. And here is the one that goes to this. I love the way this came out, but I think I'm going to add a grommet or an eyelet, and I'm going to turn it into a tag. But look at how nice that came out. Again, this is a sticker that they can take off and use if they want to. I didn't take off the sticky back part or anything because that way they can use it if they want to. And I think the hard part comes when we start doing the die cuts. This was a little time consuming, but it wasn't too bad. I got it all done in one day except for the tags. I just did them this morning. I'm an early riser for the most part, so I had time to do it in the morning. This one, you can see the contrast between the two, the back and the opposite sides, and it still went well. I felt that it went well, and so I went ahead and flipped it around, and here is the foil that I used on this one. Again, the Anna Griffin. I must have found one somewhere else because all three of them have it. And then there's the closure. But if you can notice right here, I tried very hard for you not to be able to really be able to tell, for it not to be real obvious that I had another circle there. But I love the way these came out, you guys. And then here is the circle to this one. Again, these were all things that were in the Lillian paper collection sentiments. And I just took off what was on there and added my own that I had created on my computer. And I got as close as I could to the Anna Griffin color. The center one is the Anna Griffin color because I just cropped it. But the outer portion is not. The gold on the outer, and it's a little off, but it doesn't look bad. And I really, really like the way those came out. And I was going to foil it because I did some foil sentiments. I'm going to show you these. I did do some foil sentiments with the Anna Griffin stamps, and what I did was I stamped them onto a sheet of paper. Let me grab it right here. I stamped them onto a sheet of paper, and the only thing is that I used a charcoal gray ink pad instead of a black, but I stamped them onto the paper, and then I scanned them into my computer and printed them out with my laser printer, and that prints everything black. But I think that if you use like a lighter color, it's not going to be black, and you do want it to be black because it lets out more toner, and then your image is more crisp. So that's one thing I did notice there that could have been different. But here are some of the flourishes I did when I printed them out. Then I just used my Mink machine to add the foil. I just put a piece of foil on top of them and foiled them. They're gorgeous. I don't know if you can see the foil in them, but they are foiled. So this is some of the embellishments that I'm going to include in my swap. That way, you know, the ladies can use it. Look at that rose. The ladies can use it in their projects, and you know, they're very, very similar as far as the foiling, like the Anna Griffin ones, but they are the Anna Griffin stamps that I used here. All the stamps that I used here are Anna Griffin ones from the treasury stamps. And I think that the difference, like I said, does need to be very, very black because I did it on the medallion that I was creating my tags with, and this was on my computer screen. It was actually in gold, and when I sent it to my laser printer, it did like a very light gray, and it didn't foil well. It has foiling, it's pretty, but it's not as dark as I wanted it to be, and that being because it looks more gray than it did black. If it had looked more black than anything, the foiling would have been gorgeous on that, but it didn't. It wasn't. So anyway, guys, this is what I have all my dies here. I was trying to look for circle dies. I realized that I don't have any circle tags, or at least by Anna Griffin. That's something I'm going to have to work on. But these are the three accordion files that I created. And then, of course, I'm going to have to go. The hard part starts now because I'm going to have to do a lot of die cutting. And I'm going to have to do some printing and foiling and all of that. So that's what I'm going to be working on. And I probably won't do share that with you until I do the Anna Griffin reveal. But hopefully this will help the ladies who are participating in the swap, and this gives them an idea of what because sometimes when we explain something, we don't explain it right, but maybe this gives them an idea. But I don't want you guys to go out, and if you're participating, to go out and order some paper the way I did. The reason I did is because I didn't really have any. But if I would have had some in my stash, no matter how old it is, or if I had something that I really, really like, I probably would have used it. So if you guys use it, I'm not going to be upset about it. You do you. You have fun in this. We're supposed to have fun when we swap. So I want it to be fun for you. And I don't want you to go and have to spend more money. Like I said, I just did it because I didn't have any. And I had been in my admiring her paper, but I really don't have any collections. So I picked up the Lillian so I would be able to do my project in that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day. I hope that this gave you guys ideas if you're working on not just this swap but if you're working on Happy Mail or a swap for somebody else or anything that you're doing, this is really a great way to, use your packaging as well. Also, I save all my bags from the Anna Griffin, like when I order dies, all the plastic bags that her stuff comes in, it's these bags right here. And I save them and I'm recycling them because they're not wrinkled or anything. There's nothing wrong with them. So I'm recycling, look, because I want them to be as authentic, my swap, to be as authentic Anna Griffin as possible. And what better way to use up those bags than to use them for an Anna Griffin swap. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day and God bless. Bye.